Hello, everyone. This is Alicia with the Enlightened Souls Paranormal Team. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to hop on here today, I should say. It is currently, 12:27 in the morning. I had a little jolt of energy go through me. So I wanted to pop on here because I wanted to bring up some news. The Enlightened Souls Paranormal Team is about to reach another milestone, and I am not here to brag, but to say that we're truly honored to have everyone's support. It means a lot to us, and we want to thank you all. Seriously, we're about to reach 2,000 people on Facebook. We're close to 2,000 on TikTok. We're at 1,081 on our Facebook channel and 1,069 on our TikTok. So we had been mentioning doing a hat drawing some people's names for people to come on and do an investigation with us. And that location is going to be Springdale Cemetery. It's in Peoria, Illinois. So I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit and give you guys some insight on what you'd be in for. So I have an article that I'm going to pull up here and kind of talk about it to you guys. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Also, I do not own any rights to this article. Let's see. Let me blow this up. Can you guys see this? Let's see here. Bear with me. How's that looking for everyone that's on here? Can you please post in the comments? All right. Oh, hey, Cameron. This was a spur of the moment kind of thing, so I apologize. I didn't say anything to the team. It's nothing really big. But so, okay, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and read this article. So this is what you guys would be in for, whoever's nearby us, if you get your name drawn. Okay, so at Springdale Cemetery, this is where the body of Mildred Hallmark was discovered. So by Norman versus Kelly. Pretty Mildred Hallmark, age 19, boarded a streetcar in downtown Peoria, Illinois, on the rainy night of June 16, 1935. She was headed for her home at 1100 East Maywood. When she stepped off the car, she vanished. Her nude body was found grotesquely sprawled across a fallen tree in Springdale Cemetery. Her murder brought terror to the hearts of folks in Peoria and sparked a massive manhunt for her killer. Gerald Thompson, age 25, was a handsome, likable young man who worked at Caterpillar and lived in Peoria Heights. When he was arrested for the murder of Miss Hallmark, his friends, neighbors, and family were positive that the police had the wrong man. As it turned out, they were wrong. Dead wrong. Detectives, as in most murders, received hundreds of tips, but only 3 eventually led them to Thompson. The most important witness was a rape victim herself. Detectives grilled the young killer for 26 hours. 26 hours, guys. Up on the 3rd floor of City Hall. Investigators questioned the suspect relentlessly, allowing short breaks, a bit of water, and then asked more questions. One by one, the victim's garments were dropped into Thompson's lap. Horrified, he rocked backwards, forcing an officer to catch his tilted chair. First, the battered and mud-splattered hat. Then the rest of the victim's clothing were floated onto his lap. Moments later, he was sobbing and in a complete breakdown. Once he recovered, his confession was recorded. At least 1,000 people filled the streets below, waiting for a word from the police. Finally, a detective went over to the open window. A roar went up, and he said, "He did it. He confessed." Lovable Gerald Thompson turned out to be Peoria's first serial rapist. His little black book guided the police to his brutal conquest, naming at least 16 women. Mildred Hallmarks was raped and died from a broken neck from a powerful blow to her chin during the assault. Mildred managed to inflict a nasty bite on her killer's thumb. The trial. On July 22nd, 1935, spectators, mostly women, filled every inch of space as the most sensational trial of the 30s began in the Peoria courthouse. Once the doors were opened, a mad rush ensued, causing one of the doors to be damaged by the rampaging women bent on getting a seat. Outside, many hundreds of people lined the walkway between the jail and the courthouse to get a glimpse of the now famous Gerald Thompson. Jurors claimed to be chosen, and it took 2 days to complete the task. Gerald Thompson was well represented, and once the trial got underway, hundreds remained outside, hoping somehow to get a seat. The highlight of every murder trial often comes when the defendant takes a stand in his or her own defense. The debate raged between the lawyers over the admittance of Thompson's confession. Thompson took the stand, but the jury was dismissed. He tried to convince the judge that his confession was coerced. Still, the spectators heard from the man of the hour, and it was dramatic indeed. When it was admitted as evidence, Thompson's chances of an acquittal flew out the window. The battle raged between the lawyers in the sweltering heat of the July trial. The state put on quite a show, with witness after witness adding to the nails in the defendant's coffin. On July 31st, 1935, the jury found the defendant guilty, recommending that he be executed. While a prisoner in the county jail, Thompson received many visitors. He was engaged to Lola Hughes, and every time she visited, the local newspapers printed photos and many quotes from Gerald Thompson. Pornographic pictures were stolen from Thompson's bedroom and were sold on the streets of Peoria for 25 cents. That's pretty messed up, guys. He also caught the eye of some local women that not only wrote him, they were allowed to visit him. So, guys, this is the execution. This is what happened. This is the outcome of Gerald Thompson. Thompson was taken to death row in the state prison in Joliet to await his execution and the finalization of the mandatory appeals. On October 15th, 1935, Gerald Thompson was strapped into Old Smoky, as they called the electric chair. His last words were printed in the local newspapers. "Goodbye. I hope God will accept me." Mr. Hallmark, also a Caterpillar man, which is Mildred's dad, witnessed the execution of the man that had destroyed his daughter. "Thank God that's over," he said as he stepped down from the chair he used to watch the killer die. Gerald Thompson was buried in Macomb next to his grandfather, a war hero. June the 16th of 2009 will mark the 74th anniversary of Mildred Hallmarks' murder. Her disappearance, the discovery of her body, the manhunt for her killer, and the murder trial here in Peoria were sensational. Terrifying news in Peoria, Illinois in 1935. So that's the story. And the team located the spot that she was found. Her body was found. And we have had hits on the REM pod. We have had her come through on Spirit Box. Also, Gerald is there. He is there as well. And what's funny about this is Mark used to work at that prison too. So it's all crazy. But that's where we're going to do the drawing for probably 3 people to join us. Hopefully you're close by, probably say whoever comments the most, shares the most, whatnot. And we'll draw your name from a hat during one of our podcasts. We have a lineup of podcasts for this month. I'm going to go ahead and read those off real quick for you guys. All right. Monday, May 16th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mr. Brian, John, Laverty, and Lex is going to be on our podcast. Wednesday, May 18th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have Midnight Paranormal Society from Texas joining us. Thursday, May 26th, 8 p.m. is Mr. Ken Allen from the Wizard's Table and Mr. Spee. And that is our lineup for the month of May. And who knows, we might throw some more in there. So I just want to thank y'all, and I hope you found that article very interesting, because the case, and the case alone is, it's crazy. It's messed up. But she's still there. We have picked up that she protects the children's spirits that are in the cemetery as well. So if you're wanting to be a part of an investigation with us and be a part of that drawing, make sure that you're tuning into our podcast, you're commenting, you're sharing, all that good stuff. So from the Enlightened Souls Paranormal team, I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.